and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go.
Me want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me want no fake love, me only want the real deal.
Shelly
Me want no fake love,
and
me only want the real deal.
Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Hey, Facebook.
Hey, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go.
Me want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me want no fake love, me only want the real deal.
Shelly
Me want no fake love,
and Be
me only want the
Lovebird.
real deal.
Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
Shelly Live and Be Lovebird.
What happened?
I don't know.
Anyway, hey, everybody. Come on
Hey,
in.
everybody.
We had a wonderful Wednesday. Hey, Ross.
Yeah, that was weird. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Well, come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Today's topic is what would a person have to bring to the table for you to give up everything and choose love? Well, I say to that, you shouldn't have to give up everything. There should be a compromise. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to maybe put some things aside or whatever, but don't give up everything for a person because you never know if that person's going to change on you or not. You know what I'm saying? So, unless they showed you everything and was consistent in everything they did from day one for all that type of stuff, then I don't feel like you should have to give up everything and choose love. You can have both.
I agree with that.
hmm
But
So,
to-
what if it's some things you want them to give up and they don't give it up, but you've given up everything and they remain the same way they were. They won't change anything else. And you thought everything was peaches and cream. And then you get with them and you see the shit ain't up but muddy water. Then what you gonna do?
yeah,
Right? Not the person, but love. You don't have to give up everything to choose love. You can have it all. Why not? People do it every day.
yeah. People, unless you have like a really bad habit that you need to give up, that's one thing.
Mhm.
But if it's like, I think when you're saying give up everything, I think that's what the capture is. Like, what would a person have to bring to make you give up everything? What do you mean? Because the topic kind of came out of nowhere. So, what would you think? What would be everything? Like everything you own?
I want to give up shit. It's just what you bring it to the table. It could just enhance whatever I got going on, and vice versa. You don't have to give up
or,
everything to in order to be with somebody. You
or
know,
what
if you
we
say
have
give up
going on.
everything, that means giving up everything that you love to do, maybe leaving your job to go be wherever he is or she is and all this type of stuff. And then you got to start all over again. Who wants to do that? When you could just compromise, meet somewhere in the middle and just grasp it and have both. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, now that I think that's better. Like I think it's just like if you get with somebody, you have a house, they have a house.
Yeah.
I think both houses should be sold, and you should probably get one together. I don't think,
I ain't
you
doing
know, a
that
lot of
either.
people, like sometimes people see. I don't think that you should like, especially if you've lived in the house with someone already, and
Use it for a rental property, turn it into a
yeah, some
business.
like that's what I'm saying, like something like that, but maybe not like move in there when everybody has already been there, or like you're moving in on somebody else's section or territory, however you call it. But I
That's
think
why they got
couple,
renovations and paint. Paint that shit, turn
uh,
it into something totally different. No.
but even
Because
still, even
sometimes
if
it's
you
not
turn
that
it into something different, it's still somebody else's. Some people don't be like change their
it
bed,
ain't
honey. They
nobody
be like,
else's once
no,
they
this is my
gone.
bed, huh?
No, once they're gone, it is nobody else's. It's yours alone. You could change things in the house. You can get a different bed. You ain't got to let the person sleep on the same mattress the other person's up in. I mean, because sometimes it's just not that simple. You just can't jump up and get rid of everything you got just to be with somebody. You change that shit around. You paint it. You renovate it. You make it. Then that your home and that person's home. That person ain't there with you
So
them no more.
so what happens if the person that you with don't want to change nothing in the house?
Well, if that won't change, that's why you keep your own shit and stay at your own place. And therefore, it's not what it's cracked up to be because they're not willing to change or compromise because nobody wants to go and move in with somebody and he got all her curtains up, all her blinds, still got pictures up and all that type of stuff. Nobody's going to do that.
I agree.
You got to change. That's where the compromise comes in. Manissa said everything and then some. That depends on what he got. And he got to be a hell of a man for me to do all of that. If I could just find one man that's as solid as I am, I'd be good. Just
Yeah,
one. Just one. That's it.
they are very far and far in
Far
between.
in between. Right. Hey, Orlando.
Hey, Orlando. She said,
Manissa said they ain't out there. They
is that
somewhere we
like
just don't know where
sad?
they at.
Like that a lot of women and probably men feel the same thing. Like there's like not a lot of good people left in the world that is worth, you
Stan
know.
said, give it up, Vonda. You right, Stan. I gave that shit up a long time ago. Trust me. It's hard. Orlando said he banging new dents in his old mattress. You so crazy, Orlando.
You ain't got good
But
sense,
no,
boy.
you should never have to give up everything just for love or just to be with somebody. And nobody should ask you to give up everything.
Yeah,
But
but you have
if
to
you
you have to come to some kind of compromise. You can't say like I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna keep that. I mean, it has to be, especially
right.
if you both have the same. It has to
Mm-hmm.
make sense somewhere in it because it's not gonna make sense paying one household here, one household over there, paying this, paying. You have to come to some ground and make what makes sense.
That's right, Manissa. And you deserve everything. That's what I'm saying. Why do you have to give up something just to obtain love? And if the person really loves you, they don't want you to give up nothing. They just want you and all the shit
Right?
that comes with you. So it shouldn't be a
All the
thing of I
baggage.
got to give up this, I got to give up that because I want it all. But what I'm gonna do that for? And they should want the
Yeah.
same thing. Hey, Stefan. Stefan said, okay, well, sweet talk can make you give up everything. But in reality, if you are a strong-minded person, you'll always think wisely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh, Stan said, like the rent, like rent it out that's what I said, Stan. If you
Yeah,
both got
renting.
property and stuff and you want to get something together, then use it as a business. Y'all rent y'all stuff out, make a room house, whatever you're gonna do, but make it work for you. Make it make money for you.
Right.
Make it make
Together.
sense. Yeah, make it
Yeah.
make sense. Manissa said, do you guys think you can live apart permanently? I think it's possible, yeah. Because you
Like two
can make
separate
it work.
households. And
Yeah,
y'all
people
like
do it all the time.
people do it for the same sanity.
And not only that, it could be business reasons. Like you have some people that, their spouse or their significant other may live on the East Coast, one may live on the West Coast, and they just go back and forth and they make it work. So it can work if you really want it to work and you really love each other like that, it can.
It'd be
Rob
different.
said, if somebody asks you to give up everything, run now. They cray. Exactly, Ross. That's what I'm saying.
That
Give up
it would probably be
everything.
correct.
So you give up everything and you go with them, and then they just say they ain't got their shit together, and then y'all both sitting there looking stupid. Ain't no way in the hell I will do that.
That part. That part is the part.
Caden said, hey, Caden. He said, nothing, cause that was never real. If you can take place, I love trust and just being real. I'm locked up and do more than a nigga that's free. And you know what, Caden, it's crazy you say that, because a lot of times dudes in prison still be, other than being there physically, they can hold it down from prison and do better than a lot of these dudes out here on the street. For real.
And that's crazy, right?
That's crazy. They make shit happen, pay bills from prison, do all kinds of stuff. And you got dudes walking around here every day with their freedom and ain't doing nothing.
And
That
they
just
ain't
don't make
doing
sense.
nothing at all but
That
telling you
doesn't
what they
make
gonna
sense.
do.
Yeah. Or you got them ones where if you was mine, I would do this. Well, you don't tell me
Yeah.
don't tell me, show me.
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
truth.
y'all,
That's
I'm in here flicking my lights.
I see something. I think I don't think anybody. I agree with you on that. I don't think anybody should have to give up anything. I think you should just come to a
No,
compromise of what makes sense. Maybe like because you made a very valid point. What if you give up everything and then it don't work, and then you're stuck
yeah.
because you done gave
Like,
up
you got people that's
your whole
sold their,
being.
yeah, you got people that's sold their houses and stuff. They move on with somebody and do all this. Get there, the person start mistreating them, doing them what they want to do because they showed them the representative and didn't present them real selves. So therefore, you stuck, and now you still got to start over at square one. Ain't no way, indeed. No, you always have a backup plan, regardless. Orlando said, I could see living apart, but that long distance isn't for me. Well, sometimes you get along better, Orlando. This is like when people have been married a long time and they end up getting a divorce, and they're much better as friends than they were as a married couple or a couple,
Yeah,
period.
and that's
Katie,
fact.
Katie said, I wouldn't let that happen. I take care of my baby and a lot of others, and I'm in a box. So if a nigga don't have, he don't want nothing, point blank, period. Yeah, because it's enough for somebody to do something out here. It's always where there's a will, there's a way. And if you're a grown man and you able-bodied and there's nothing wrong with you, you need to have something going on, period. Females alike, it don't matter, male or female, that's anybody.
Just sitting
'Cause
around doing nothing,
I can't see you
wasting
sitting around
air.
waiting for somebody to do everything for me. Whenever I
But
want
yeah,
something, I always got to go to you and ask you for the money. No, oh no, I can't do that. I ain't built like
yeah,
that.
that's a lot of energy. I was fussing my dad today. I was like, when somebody call and be like, "Oh, what can I do? What's going on?" And then you got to tell like a whole story. What are you doing? Like, why?
No,
What's the story for?
no, if you're talking to somebody and right, Orlando said he'd like the chance to miss her. Yeah, it's good to miss somebody. And it makes, when you get together,
Hmm.
it's all good. But no, I know what you said, Shelly. It's like you got a whole crisis going on, and you telling this person, like, my pipes busted, this happened, that happened, whatever. And they like, what you doing today? What you got going on? I want to see you. Did you not hear what I just said?
I just said,
Ain't nobody got time to see you. I'm
like,
trying to figure this
I
shit
got a
out. I
whole
ain't got nothing
situation
to
taking place. Okay, that's the stuff that I'd be like,
That's a
what in
turn
the
off.
God's green grass is like going on here in this picture?
And,
But yeah,
and
that's
then
a lot for me.
and then they'll offer any type of assistance. Like, I know somebody that you can call for this. I know somebody that know how to do this or that. They just want to see you, holding you up from doing what you need to do because they just want to see you, but ain't gonna help you do nothing. Get on out of my face. No.
Child, I'd be like,
Mm-mm.
what in the world
That's
is
a
really
turn
going
off to
on
me
with this
because
picture?
right then that's a
I can't do it.
telltale sign that the person is like really
Selfish as fuck.
not to
I
say
mean, I
not
just think that's
responsible,
selfish.
yeah, but selfish and not worrying about what they want, and they thinking about the crisis that you got going on. Like they just care about what they want at that moment, and Then you go see them, and then you still got the same problem because they
The
ain't help you
same problem I
solve
had when I
nothing.
left.
Yeah,
And I'm still
no.
trying to solve it. I'm like, what is going on here?
I'll be
No,
like,
hey,
if you don't
Nicole.
go somewhere and sit down and get out of my face
Yeah. And then
right
people don't
now.
understand when you be like, you don't really got, time to like, that's when I say like giving up stuff. And it had to be a lot of security going on. And I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about like just to where I don't feel like you gonna bottom out on me or you gonna bear, you know what I mean? Like sometimes men don't make you feel secure no more. They make you feel like, you gotta kind of pull the weight just as much as they pulling it. Like they don't know how to be men.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're
So if I
right.
gotta be the man and the woman, I may as well just stay being the man and the woman the way I am.
I'm trying to
Like
tell you.
with no issue being a man and a woman.
Yeah. Katie said, I love y'all too, for real, for real. Good vibes, always, and open-minded to everything. Thank you, Kaden.
Thank
Hey,
you, Kaden.
Nicole. He also said self can't deal with that vibe. Self can't deal with that vibe. But, some men just, I don't know. I guess when you independent, they just think you don't need them for anything. But it's nice to know that if you available, you know how to make something happen. If I got to make everything happen on my own, every time a crisis pop up, you just want to see me or you want to go do it. Don't call my
Yeah.
phone. Go ahead. Just know I'm in a whole nother mode in a different zone right now. I'm trying to get something taken care of, and I don't
Trying
need
to
your
figure out some
distracting me,
stuff
getting on
that's
my
moving
nerves.
around me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like it's
Yeah,
like life's happening and it's not about sitting at a table eating dinner.
yeah.
It's like
Or you
about
want to be all
what's
touchy
going
feely
on.
and shit. And you want to be all
Hmm.
touchy feely and all that kind of stuff. And I got this whole thing. They done dug up everything around my house. You want to go get a drink? No, I
I'm
want to
like,
call this
what?
damn plumber. Look, no, I want to call this damn plumber or Roto Rooter to come over here and fix his yard or something.
Come
But
and
if
fix
you
my
don't have
yard.
nobody I can call, I don't need to be
Girl,
talking to you
tell
right
me.
now.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to tell you, I can't.
you
I
feel
just be,
bad
I
while
just
you
be
still
sitting
you
on
know
top,
what
like,
to
what in the world do people be thinking? Like, I don't know. It's a whole other ball game for me because this shit is like wet, wet, and wet.
Well, can't nobody see your face because it's real fuzzy. But anyway,
I'm looking at the thing on the video.
yeah, it's clear to you, but it ain't clear to us.
I mean, I'm on the page for my phone looking at it.
Oh
I
well,
think
maybe
it just looks in the
I don't
phone. It
know.
looks fine.
I'm looking.
Like, look, if y'all can't see me, y'all know I'm here. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah, it look better on. It's still fuzzy, but I can see it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But Orlando said, Cher, are we gonna go beat Harper's teacher ass? I haven't seen the video
Oh
yet.
yeah, I got issues with that, Orlando. That little girl came home and told the beans, baby, she got me hot as fire. Yeah, I had to see about that in
Well, you
the
should have
morning.
been going back over there when she got home and told you.
But when it closed, they close. We get her when it closed, so
See,
don't
that's
worry,
why
that'll
you
be
pick your
handled.
child up early, don't wait till a minute before they close so you can get back over there if something go on.
Girl, Harper was telling it. You gotta see the video, Vaughn. She was telling
You
that
know,
girl.
Harper
She was
tell
like, she called my
everything
head.
anyway.
Yeah, Harper gonna tell you. She can talk.
And
She
see,
can
you know
talk.
what? But not getting off topic, but I never sent my kids to daycare until they could talk. And that's
Mhm.
important. And that's the very reason why right there.
Yep.
That's the very reason why. Because my little grandbaby came home with a scratch and had something on his face. My daughter hurry up went up there because she know if I go, I'm going to show my ass. And somebody need to be telling me something because he doesn't, he can show you, but he can't, tell you just yet because he's
Tell
just
you what happened.
But I was like,
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna be coming home every day with a scratch here. Not granted, kids fall and they get hurt, but where were you when he had this big old cut on his face right here? Like, no.
What were you doing when if he fell or if something happened? They
Or
report it
something
and they
happened.
write
Yeah.
incident reports. But see, the fact that we don't even know the teacher, like she said, Miss Peterson, so we don't know her. So it has to be like somebody new, one of the young girls that come in after 5.
Girl.
So
Well,
yeah.
I should be up there as soon as Harper they open the door in the morning. Me and Harper will be going inside.
They'll be like, oh, they got that crazy mama. That crazy mama.
I'll play that. Because you got some of those teachers, they just mean and hateful and don't need to be in nobody's daycare with nobody kids.
Watch the video. Harper was like, and she told me I better not cry. I was like, what?
And she didn't know Harper was a chatterbox, evidently, because Harper tells
exactly
everything. She don't hold nothing. She tells it all. And that's a
Mm-mm.
good thing. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. People don't be out here just because you thinking you in love, you know, feel in love, giving up everything that you like doing just to be with this person. Because if a person truly loves you, they don't want you to do that anyway. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. You
You know,
shouldn't
and
have
then
to
if
give up
it's like that,
everything about you.
yeah, and if it's like that, both of y'all can bring your resources together and make something even better or bigger. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, you just going somewhere giving up everything and you got to be solely dependent on a person. That's my whole thing. I can't do that.
And we said that. Remember, we was talking about that the other night. We were saying how why can't it be two power people bring something to the
Mhm.
table and it's more powerful versus it be you fighting with me, I'm tugging with you, and we trying to
Right,
mesh it all together in the middle. It should be where your power, my power should be a force, not I'm
right.
envying you because you rock this way or you do this. That shouldn't be that, especially if there's love involved.
And then you worried about how I'm doing this, and I'm worried about how you're doing that instead of us worrying about how we're gonna bring it together and make it like
And
explode.
make it
Yeah.
explode.
But no, but you got people now that's in relationships that's jealous of the person, not in the jealous in the sense of them cheating and all that stuff, but jealous of their drive and their, you know, their hustle. A lot of people jealous
Right.
of that. They don't want to see you win either. And if you that type of person, I don't need you around me anyway. Because ain't nobody gonna
And
stop my
that's so
grind.
crazy to
Yeah.
me.
Ain't
Like
nobody gonna
to be
stop
a
my grind on
man
my
and be
hustle.
jealous of your woman's shine or like
Yeah.
that. This is the weirdest thing in the world
Yeah,
to
but you
me.
have a
I
lot of
just think
people
that's
that
weird.
scared, you know, and it don't matter what you're doing. If you're doing it, you know, and you got somebody that knows how to do things, knows how to get things done, that's a plus for you.
Hmm.
That's a
It
plus for
should be.
you. And then just think of both of y'all the same way. You know, y'all match each other's grind, each other's hustle. Shit, man, you talk about something awesome that could
You could, I'm
happen.
telling you, you could be a beast about it. But
Yeah.
some of these men just be like, oh, I don't know. I can't understand the men I can't understand the men right now. I really can't. I just be like, wait, wait. It just fly over my head. I can't get it together with that yet.
Orlando, so I would feel so bad if someone gave it up for me and it didn't work out. That's what I said, Orlando. What if you give up
Hmm.
everything and then you get there and you're like, oh my God, what did I do? And then you got the worryation of starting all over again and all this type of stuff. Even if
Yeah.
you know you're financially set or financially stable, that's still a lot to have to start all over again anytime.
And
And especially if
yeah.
you have younger kids that you got to take with you, and that, you know, that's switching them up and changing their life around and all this type of stuff. So no, I don't think anybody should ask you to do that. Should ask you to do
Mm-mm.
that. That's not fair to you, period. Now,
And for some reason, the women, and I'm not being mean to the men, but the women tend to give up the most.
yeah, a
We
lot of
bend and
times.
we make the excuses, we bend and we give all the reasons why we feel like we should. I mean, and then it just be like, and in the end
Yeah.
it be something crazy. It just be something completely crazy.
Well, I haven't ran into that problem.
And then but then you also have the men that like to hold on to everything that's theirs. Like you have men that
Selfish.
their houses and their cars and their all of this stuff means like everything to them, like everything. It's like their world revolves around it.
Because they don't have
There's
any
no,
substance. That if they
yeah,
don't
it's
talk
like,
about
yeah.
that, if they don't talk about what they have or themselves, they ain't really got too much going on. That's all they have to offer is tell you what they got. And at the end of the day, I'll tell you, that's your shit. I like my own stuff. Like,
Right.
no. Nicole said we make the majority of the concessions. Yeah, Nicole, we do.
Oh my God,
A lot
yes.
of times.
Yes.
Yeah, we
We
do.
do. All the time. All the
But you know,
time to accommodate a man.
a big turnoff for me is when you meet somebody and you think it's cool, whatever, and they just sit and talk about themselves the whole time. That drives me nuts.
But don't
I
get me
mean, we are
started.
getting to know each other and all that stuff, but I don't want to hear about what you ate for dinner, how your dick when you go pee, whatever case may be. Like, no, like, you know, all this stuff. Like, it's just like to the point where it's almost like they're bragging. I don't like that. I
It
don't like.
sounds weird. Sounds
And then
weird.
sometimes it's like they tell you things to see where you're coming from, to see if you're the type to start asking for shit or throw things out there. Well, you know, this and this happened and da-da-da, waiting on him. Because it's like they throw out the bait, and then when the woman bites, they got an issue with it. Well, keep your mouth shut. Don't nobody know what you got going on.
I didn't tell it.
You wouldn't know if you wasn't running your damn mouth bragging and boasting about everything you got. And just because you have it don't mean that woman like you for that. She could just like you for you. That's one thing. I never dated somebody because of what they had. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. I'll give damn if you got Bill Gates money. If I don't like you, I just don't like you.
I don't like you. I just don't damn like you. I don't care what money you got.
It don't even matter.
Men get that. I think men.
Because a lot of times, you know, like we were talking with my friend the other night, and we were talking, and he was telling us, you know, he's like, men want money. It's just like an ego trip and a power trip. They feel like if they got money, they could do whatever they want to do, and the woman's just supposed to be like, basically, let's bow down because he got money.
I was just gonna say that because that's exactly what he said.
No.
Like, I got this, so you supposed to be kissing my ass. No, nigga, no. That's not how this works.
Listen, I don't care what you got. It don't matter to me because I had no problem telling anybody to kick rocks. Straight up, I don't.
As bad as that may sound.
Yeah. Nicole said, yes, dangle the carrot and then get mad when you ask for the carrot. Yeah, they do that. It's like a setup almost, Nicole. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want somebody, you know, like, you know, another person we know, I was talking about they this, they got that, and you know, they can't date women because the women always after what they got. Well, if you weren't sitting there bragging about what you had, you setting her up to ask you for something. So if you know you're not gonna be that dude to give anybody anything, don't even bring it up. Just let it flow and let the person like you for you. Because I think he thinks that because he has all these things, or he said we ain't saying it. This is what he say. So if he got all these things going on or whatever, keep it to yourself. Nobody knows what you have unless you tell them, or you take them and you show it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they know all these people like this and that. Well, why you ain't got your ass over there with them kind of people? Why you hang around me and her? Like, really?
I think about like, especially when a person be like, they have everything and they have all this stuff, and then they like to them, like, I may be simple, you know what I mean? Like, I may be a simple girl, but they tell you about all the rich ones they know. So I'm like, my thing would be, you know what I'm saying? My thing would be like, well, if you got them rich ones, then go be with them, you know, the ones that you feel like you're leveled with or whatever it has to do. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just out here on my own, baby, on my grind. I just be laughing because I think the shit is hilarious as hell. But some people, that's just what they feel they have to talk about. I guess the conversation can only be as such because it can't be about anything else because that's what their mindset is.
Because that's people that stuck on materialism.
On their materialistic selves. Yes, exactly.
They stuck on materialism, and at the end of the day, when you get home to your big old house, and your millions of cars, ain't none of that shit gonna hold you, cuddle you, plop on top of you, ride you, whatever case may be. Ain't gonna do none of that. You're just gonna be in that big ass house, and all them cars gonna be sitting outside, and you're gonna be lonely.
You looking at it.
Yeah, it look good, but what can it do for you?
I just find the population of men very interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, having all those things is fine, you know, fine and well and good and everything. But when you need somebody, that shit can't talk to you. It can't have dinner with you. You can get in your car and drive yourself somewhere, but that's all it's gonna do. You're gonna sit your ass in and take it where you want to go, but it ain't gonna rub on you, none of that. So what I mean, people need to stop being stuck on material shit and being selfish.
Life
and all
is
that
so much bigger than that.
Yeah,
it is. It's so much bigger than that.
I'm gonna tell you, for me, the person that I'm with or end up with, as long as I know, if I always ask a person, if something were to happen to me, or if I felt ill or whatever, would you stay there and take care of me? That's what the type of stuff I be wanting to know from a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of person are you? Well, when I get sick, you're gonna pack up your shit and you be gone because you can't handle this or you can't handle that. That's the type of stuff I'm looking at.
You don't look the same no more. You know, this that. You have people though that will tell you, you know, like, if I tell somebody, yeah, you know, I got lupus, I get sick, you know, and they be like, well, I got you, you know, I got you. But then the second you sick, they like, I don't know if I could deal, you know what I mean? Like hand, but they say they're there for you when they're trying to get with you or get at you.
Mhm.
And they don't know
Right.
like your whole package within itself of stuff that may not flow always. And I always tell people you can't have people that just be wanna like you for your looks, because what if something happened, God forbid you get in a car accident, God forbid
Right.
you get cancer or something happens that you're not the same. Does that person really love you in the heart? Like, are they going to be there when you're crippled up or something ain't right with you? Honey, the dudes we got rolling out here now ain't staying.
Girl, I wouldn't give up my bag of potato chips for one of these niggas right now. No. Hey,
Right? It's
Lex.
like, no.
Mark, when we say everything, I had said everything for me is like when you just give up everything, like your independence. If you got property, your property, just everything, like whatever everything entails, everything. Hey, baby, how you doing, Alexis?
Hey,
And
like,
you just jump up and you move with that person, and then you get there and realizing you done gave up everything to go to somewhere, and they may be struggling more than what you were, or start treating you a different kind of way, and then there you've given up everything that you knew and loved just to go be with this person, and then they showed you the representative, and then you see the real them once you get there, and then for you to have to repack up all your stuff and start out over from scratch. And I
right.
said you shouldn't have to give up anything to be with somebody, because if that person really and truly loves you and cares about you for you, you ain't got to give up nothing. You just bring that shit together and make it work for y'all, however you want to do it, and keep it moving. You shouldn't have to give up anything to be with somebody. That's what I said.
That's true.
So that's what we meant.
You
But
should
yeah,
be
girl,
able
you
to.
got these dudes now. You be like, you don't even want to share your bag of potato chips when you see how the type of shit they be doing. You be like,
You're like, what? You said a bag of potatoes is fine.
yeah,
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
no,
give up
no,
a
no.
bag of chips for these dudes these days.
But it's
No.
it's 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 interesting sitting from my seat looking at stuff now. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I can look at it and be like, it's kind of like, damn, this is what y'all really be dealing with. Like this is what it is, and then you be like,
And you see why I'm by myself.
But I
I ain't
get
got
it. Like I really get it because I really be so turned off that it just be like, ew, like ew.
mm-hmm.
She
Yeah, but
said,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, when you always say, you need to find somebody, find what? You get out here and you see what's out here, and then you tell me how you like that. See what you can find for yourself first.
girl, stop. I
How
said a
about that?
mouthful.
Go find when you find something, you go tell
So
me. Tell me
I'll
what
let
you
you know,
find.
right? I'll tell you about it.
Mark said, yeah, but that's a scenario you build up to and have details to make that informed decision. No, you should have an informed decision. You're absolutely right. But some people, what I'm saying is when people just show you who they want you to see and take you to places and do things that they want you to see right then, like building you up for a big ass letdown. Those are the type of things I'm talking
Right.
about. When you give up everything for that person and they just giving you a fantasy. And then once you give up all your shit and go to the real them, that fantasy is over and reality
Right.
hit. We like, what was I thinking? And then you meet and finally seeing the real person. That's what I mean. And sometimes it can work out. Sometimes it can work out if a person
Mhm.
decides to do that. But like you said, Mark, you need to be well informed and pay attention and pay close attention to everything they're
To the
doing.
little things, Mark. You're right. To
Go
those little
around people
signs
that
that
like
jump out.
but go around people that really know the person. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
get to know them, see how they roll, how they rock, and you listen to the things that they say, like subliminally, or however. And if you talk to a man's mama and she tell you her son ain't shit, you best believe it because the mama
That's
knows.
not good. That's not good.
I'm
And you
telling you.
can learn a lot about a man when he's around his own people, his own friends, or his
Yep,
own people. You can
that's what I'm
learn a
saying.
lot about him. And a lot of guys nowadays don't want to bring you around a lot of people. They want you not to see certain things about them
Hey
right off the top.
Toya.
Hey Toya, baby, how you doing? Yeah, some people don't want you to see they ugly, honey. They want you to see all the good, but everybody got a streak somewhere in there.
Listen, I tell anybody that I meet and that meets me, what you see is what you get. I don't have time to be pretending to be nobody else. It's hard enough being me every day. So what I'm trying to be somebody else
Tell
for?
me about it.
No.
And I think a
Mm-mm.
lot of times that's probably why a lot of guys can't take me and you because we just have it's just like it is what it is. It's like I don't have time to pretend. I can't be her. I ain't waking up every day with makeup on. I'm gonna take my hair off at night. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I'm gonna go in my house in a robe. I'm not gonna go to the grocery store in high heel shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just see me just being this chick that you fantasized in your brain every day. I'm like, no, baby, that ain't the real world. You gotta see me when I wake up in the morning. What I look like in the morning, what my kids are like when they run around the house. I mean, those things. But you can't fall in love with a fantasy.
Well, if they stay with you and they see you in them glasses, he's a keeper.
And we didn't talk about these, y'all. We talk about the real ones.
No, the real
we talk about the real ones.
Them the fashion ones right there. She be putting on for y'all.
Putting on for the team.
Mark said nobody can con you without you being a participant in said fantasy to a degree, though. Right, Mark, but it's all. Some people are just gullible, Mark. You know what I'm saying? And they can see the signs, but they feel so good about what's happening right then and there, they overlook all the bullshit that's right in front of their face. So,
right.
So yeah, you're a participant, but as a participant, you still need to have some damn common sense. Period.
Yeah.
Because you got some people out here that can sell water to a damn well. You got to be able to sift through that bullshit and see the real damn. That's all. And
some people good with words, honey. They will they can lie as fast as they can look at you. You just be having to catch it before you get caught up in a web.
Yeah. So it is, and it's perception. It's all in what a person wants to see, because everybody wants that thing where they feel good and they feel like they ain't got to worry about nothing and all this type of stuff. And then you got a man or a woman showing you all these things, and then when you get them and you decide, okay, I'm gonna let my guard down and just go for it, and then they hit you with the 1, 2, 3. It's pretty much
like, what just took place here?
What happened? Right, I got a friend right now married this girl, and she showed him everything she wanted him to see to get him. Once he married her, all that shit stopped. She only did it to get him. Yeah. And that's what she did. She bamboozled his ass. Because I kept saying, I don't know. Because another woman looking at other women, we kind of know, what the deal is, listening to her talk and how she moving shit around your friend or whatever. And you be like, I don't know, and then some people get mad when you tell them what you see. So I just mind my business. If you ask me my opinion now, don't get mad at the answer.
The answer might be want to hear.
If you don't want to know, don't ask me. That's all I'm gonna say. But you got some silver tongued devils out here. I'm trying to tell you, male and female alike. So it's all in what you want, boo. But just don't be out here giving up everything. Just be with somebody. I'm just saying. Because people will disappoint you
very quickly.
Disappoint you. So don't put your faith in man or woman, because hey Greg, because your ass will be disappointed. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But
be miserable and unhappy.
It is what it is, though. But people show you who they want you to see. I just want to meet the real person. That's it.
I want to see the ugly first. First. Show me the good later.
No, I want to see it all the way I could get. I just don't. It's not even that. Just be yourself. Stop trying to be something that you're not just because you want to impress somebody. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Don't be trying to just do things that you think I want to see, or say things that you think I want to hear, when that's not how you really rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be yourself. Because I'm me 24/7. I was telling a friend yesterday, he was like, y'all so crazy. I said, you ought to see us when we ain't on live. I said, we really act like this all the time when we just with each other by ourselves. We just have fun.
Them girls ain't got no sense.
Mark said, right, common sense should prevail. And if you are experienced, nice way of saying older, whatever, Mark. He said, you know how to read certain signs. Listen, I could sift through tons of bullshit from 10 miles away. It ain't gonna happen with me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And Mark, my brothers. So, look, I was trained to go. So it ain't none of that. No. But yeah, so it's like people always looking for something that they never had. And then once they get it, it doesn't matter how it comes. They're just so happy at that moment that they forgetting or not paying attention to all the telltale signs that you might need to pump your brakes a little bit.
To slow down.
Yeah,
To see the
slow
real.
down. But to each his own. I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, don't be giving up everything.
For nobody.
As far as things that you like doing yourself, like if you and your girlfriends have girls' night every Friday, or y'all take a trip twice a year, or y'all don't give up all that stuff just to be with somebody. Because listen, at the end of the day, if that shit don't work out with you and him, your friends is probably still gonna be there, and your family will definitely be. They still gonna be your
Right.
family. But you could push people away, and they don't want to fool with you no more because they're like, well, damn, when you was with dude or you was with old girl, you ain't have time for nobody. Go over there and do that. But you don't know what a person is going through behind closed doors either. So don't be so quick to shut them out, because it could be a situation where they're afraid to come around you or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, be wary when people want to alienate you away from your family
From
and your friends.
everybody.
And they just want it to be you and them, because that's when that abusive shit start happening, whether it's mentally, verbally, or physically, or all three, or one or the other. That's when that starts happening. They want to take you away from everybody, so you only have them. And then when something happens, you have nowhere to turn to. You just stuck. Don't let nobody do you like that. I don't want to see nobody like that. Because it happens every day. Trust me. Every day.
Every hour of every day.
Yeah, for real, it does. Oh, God, y'all. I feel like cut my head off, wash it out, and put it back on my body.
Oh my! Oh
Huh?
no! I had just something just. I don't know if something just bit me or made me move.
Girl, they had to give me, I had to go to the doctor. She had to give me an injection because I was itching so bad when I was sitting there. My skin was just like whipping up wherever something bit me, like big red marks and like whipped. I was like, oh my goodness. I don't know
Just
what it
itching.
was. Hey, Greg. Greg said, just be yourself. And if it's meant to be, it will be. I'm a firm believer of that too, Greg. Just don't force it. Let it happen. People have to stop trying to put shiny pieces of a puzzle together that don't fit and clearly isn't a part of your bigger picture. Message. Absolutely, Greg. That's exactly what I said. And I told somebody this just yesterday. I just said that almost verbatim. But yeah, don't force shit if it ain't gonna fit. This is like, now in your life you meet people, like you said earlier, like you ain't gonna always keep your looks. We get older, gravity takes place, all types of stuff. So you're not gonna look like I'm not gonna look like I looked when I was 18 years old, 20, 25 years old. That's just that's part of life. That's part of growing. But what I don't want, get this message, whoever be trying to come at me. Don't walk up to me thinking you just gonna get in some panties. Get on out my face with that, because ain't nobody doing that. Because
the instant draws kills me.
No, you have these grown men now, they be like, damn, acting like you still like in your teens or your 20s, coming up to you like you just want to drop your drawers and screw. Like, no, I got a whole life over here with a whole heap of bills, a whole family. If you don't get the hell out of my face with that, because I could knock myself off and be just as happy and don't have nobody worrying the hell out of me afterwards.
I was saying that the other day, buddy. I was venting about that. I was like, I can't even register some of the stuff that come at me these days. I'd be like, what in the world do you think be going on? Because dudes be feeling like they can just, I don't know if they be thinking they swag game be good or if they just don't be knowing, and they just be like, yeah, I want to get with you. I want to show you what my penis size feels like, and it's so good, and they're telling you and explaining how good it's gonna feel. I don't need to know all that. I really don't.
Susie said the first word, I'm like, hold that thought right there, get on out my face. I don't have time for that.
Because it's the stupidest thing in the world.
Hey, Kim said, I'm so independent. I'm going to make sure I'm going to have me regardless if an MF got $1 million. Exactly, Kim, and that's how it should be. Because, a lot of women get caught up in that thing because of what he has, but don't know because he got that. He might want you as his main, but he got a whole nother
Whole
stay
nother
around
section
somewhere
going on
else.
out there.
You know what I'm saying? He just want to keep you there because he don't want nobody else to have you, but he gonna put you through a whole lot of bullshit. And that never fails. And if you find one that don't,
Unnecessary.
if there's a one woman's man, then you doing something. But 9 times out of 10, it don't work like that. Yeah, I meant that, Orlando. I sure did. Hey Noah, buy you some Burberry. I ain't even got no Burberry no more. Kim said, man, F the penis. What's in your wallet? All right, Kim.
Because a lot of men, I don't know if the older they get, they feel like they have to present that to you first, but at least let me want it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear you tell me about it. I don't want to hear I don't personally want to hear anybody telling me how great their sex is. I don't. It's a turn off. It's always been a turn off. I don't need to know that. Let me feel that shit when we get to that road. If we ain't even at that bridge, we ain't even crossed over the hump of it yet, we shouldn't be talking about that. That shouldn't be on the table. You know what I mean? Like, some people just bring that up so fast to the point they selling it to you. It's almost like you be like, what? Like, what? I don't know. I can't.
Like that ain't worth that's garbage anyway. But hey, Noah, I feel like crap right now, Noah, but I will be all right. As long as it ain't the coronavirus, I will be okay.
Yeah,
But
she's gonna be fine.
But no, it's just, don't come at me like that. I don't like that. And it's disrespectful too. It's just like if we're on that level and we talking and we having fun and shit and we talk about and it is brought up, then cool. But don't just meet me initially and you start talking about sexual shit. I don't like that.
Right. Or someone constantly telling you how pretty you are. That I can't understand that either. Like, I get it. I get it when you first meet somebody. You might say, oh, you're nice looking. Okay, I get that. But the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th time, I don't really need to hear it that often. I don't. I mean,
that's cool too, but and for me, if a man, I don't care how many men tell you you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, blah, 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 blah. If it's not coming, or you telling your man how good he looks, if it's not coming from the person that you want it to come from,
it don't matter.
It's different. Like, it's just something you hear all the time. Those are things that a man with his woman should compliment you like that. And it don't matter how many times he say it, as long as he mean it when he say it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're used to people just telling you that, like when you're out or whatever the case may be, that's cool. But if it's not coming from a person that matters to you, it really
it don't matter. Okay, I mean, that's a sad thing. You could hear it from 5,000 people, but if it ain't that one dude that just be like, you're beautiful to me, it's like it don't count. It's almost like it don't count.
Yeah, you appreciate the compliments and all that stuff, but men, tell your women that they're beautiful. Compliment your woman instead of being out here every time you see a girl with an ass and titties hanging out. You want to compliment her and not compliment the woman you got.
The women that you're with,
straight up, they do it all the time. That's just like you may put on something. Well, what you got that on for? But you'll see a girl or a woman out and got
with
on
the
something
same thing on.
Be like, damn, and they can't keep their eyes out. But if you put it on, they ain't got nothing to say. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
But Kim said men nowadays act like that's all they got to offer. It pretty much is. A lot of them, Kim, is old piled up coke soft ass dick. I got bills. They so annoying with that sex shit. Right, for real.
I like how she said that.
Perk penis, coke penis, whatever the case may be. Don't work penis.
I know for the 5 seconds it's gonna work, that it's gonna do whatever it's gonna do.
Yeah, like no, we're not doing all that, honey. Bring something other than that to the table, because a woman we have options. We can buy all types of toys, whatever the case may be. Get that feeling off and still be focused. A man or a woman could take you off your focus to take you off your game. You know what I'm saying? If you allow them to. But you need to know how to balance that shit. If you got something to do, they just got to wait till you do what you got to do. Then when you get all that done, then you're like, yeah, I got some time today or whatever. And another thing I don't like is when a person feels like their time is more valuable than yours. When they got something to do, you just on hold. But as soon as they free, they think you're supposed to drop everything you're doing just to be with
everything you're doing and be like, oh, yeah, right. I've been waiting all this time. No, nigga, no. Doesn't work. Time does not stop because your world is moving somewhere in another direction. Like,
You don't
no.
make anybody feel like they're more important or more special to you than you are to yourself. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you with somebody and they're always making the effort to do things for you or make you happy or whatever, you should reciprocate that just to show appreciation. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still got your stuff going on. They got their stuff going on. Then when y'all both finish what y'all doing, say, "Hey, I got time today. Are you free today?" You know what I'm saying? Something
Right.
like that. Don't think just because you have this little bit of time that I'm supposed to just drop it all. Now that, oh shit, I can't do this with y'all today because he finally
I gotta
got.
stop.
You better go ahead. No, I'm
I'm
busy
on
too.
standby.
Yeah, no, ain't none of that at all. But you'll
Time
be
waits for no
surprised
one.
at women that do. Like, you have some women and some friends. You ain't never been like that though, where you get with somebody and you cut all your friends off. You always up under the man's ass. Like, you have some
And
of those friends or girlfriends. As soon as they get with somebody, you don't hear from them no more. When you
come
call them,
no
they'll
more.
phone.
But
They don't do none of that stuff. Just be laid up.
sometimes the men that they get with don't want them to be around no damn body. And that be
Well,
the
that's
problem.
a them problem because that's
Right.
a good control.
That's when you gotta let people know who you are. Because I think like if you met a guy and he had guys day where he went to a trip or he goes to a bar or whatever the hell they do it. Continue doing it. Like, I don't think you should stop your world, because you with somebody. If you have things that you plan with other people, do those things. Don't be like, oh, I gotta go beat up under my girl and watch what she doing and look at her. No. Because I'm not gonna do that.
And even when your dude got like other male friends and he like, well, your men and fellas going to the bar tonight. We're gonna have fun. Go ahead on. You know right from wrong. And just because I'm there, ain't gonna stop nobody from doing what they want to do. If somebody want to cheat, they're gonna cheat. Period. You can't stop that. So why am I gonna be going just to watch and see what you're doing? All right, I'll see you later. Go ahead. So when me and my friends get ready to go out, I expect you to say the same thing. All right, have fun. I'll see you.
Have fun. Be respectful. I wouldn't roll in my house at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. No. But
that's disrespectful.
I'm gonna come in at a time that makes sense. So we ain't up in here fussing about me rolling it. I mean, what am I doing really much after 4 o'clock? Like, anyway, that'd be a question.
If you're in a relationship, nobody should be home no later than 3 a.m.
In the morning
is the most, but 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock. No. Ain't nothing open at 3 o'clock but some legs in the Waffle House.
And the Waffle House, legs in the Waffle House.
Well, you either you at the Waffle House, getting ready to take her to open her legs. So no.
Okay.
And they don't take all day to do nothing. You can go get some ass in a matter of 5-10 minutes. That don't take all day.
Especially if it's just a quick one.
That's what I'm saying. It don't take no time to give up some ass or for a man to get some. So nothing takes all day. So
nothing takes all day. Unless you fall asleep and you get caught up in it and you fell asleep. That's one thing. Some people got good coochie. You fall asleep quick. just sleep it off.
It's just, a person being a person. It don't matter how good it is. If you got this one. And my thing is, if you got a woman at home or a man at home, and they're meeting all of your needs sexually, the house in order, everything in order. Why do you need to go out? So, and then 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a person that ain't even touching the one you got at home.
Maybe sometimes it's just risky for them. Like the rush
it's the thrill of the chase.
I think that's the word I'm trying to. Hey, Renee, baby. I think that's the thing. I think it's a rush. I'm like, I got her. She's good. She's tucked away, but I want to go see how far I can push this glass before it hit the floor. Sometimes, fellas, you might not want to push the glass. Like sometimes.
And then when that woman gets fed up, guess what? She fed up. And when you see her with somebody else, you're going to be sick. And 9 times out of 10 now, and when that happens, she going to get somebody way flyer than you. Got more shit going on.
You already know. You already know.
She gonna rub it in your face and make you regret what you did.
Yeah, you got to think about the things you do. Coochie ain't everything, honey.
It's not. Listen, I don't care how good a woman looks, how fine you think you are, whatever the case. A man is gonna cheat. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. And Beyonce rich as the devil. It doesn't matter what you have.
But it's not about that sometimes for men. I'm telling you, it's a chase. And even for women, you know, it's harder for a woman. Well, I don't know nowadays, but it's harder for a woman. If you're a respectable woman, it's really harder for you to just go out there and just screw a brother. Like, it's almost degrading to a certain.
No,
I don't know. I ain't good at it. I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't really good at it.
Listen, I don't care how respectable a woman is. She always got that one dude that know how to keep his damn mouth shut, that she can go get to tap her and knock her off right quick without any problem. I'm telling you, it is. It always is. But I was saying that to say, when I said the Beyonce and Jay-Z thing, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you have. It's just a man. And then when he said it's just the nature of the beast, it's just, you know, they meant to have and be with more than one woman. Well, if you feel like that, leave that woman alone. What you marry her for? If you still feel like you haven't gotten all your wild oats out and all this other shit, leave that woman alone. Don't drag somebody through that emotional bullshit. Just go ahead about your day and y'all can kick it, do whatever, see each other when you see each other, and go on about your business. Don't be with somebody holding them back just because you don't want to see them with somebody else.
Right. And that's selfish as shit.
You don't want them, but you don't want nobody else to have them. That's a problem. Don't do that.
And that's when it becomes very unfair. Like you can't do that.
Well, Liz, I treat you how you treat me. If you're good to me, I'm good to you. If you want to come with the shits, I'm the best at giving you the shits. So don't come fooling with me like that. If you want the shit,
I'll make somebody's head fly off. I'll be trying to tell people I ain't the one you want to come for, baby, and play, because I will make your head hurt. And I would make your head hurt really bad.
Like my grandma used to say, don't come for me unless I send for you. So don't come around here like that with me. If that's what you want to do, you better think again before you want to play with me like that. I wouldn't even want to do it to you.
How much simple? Isn't it more simple just to be single than just even get into anything? How hard is it for you if you know you the kind of person who like to be moving a certain kind of way and be with a certain, a different amount of people? Why play the petty game? So like if I'm kicking it with people now and I'm single and I say, hey, I talk to such and such and such and such and I talk to such and such, that's what I'm doing. I'm not dating anybody. So therefore I'm doing me. So if you ask me, if you don't want the answer, you might not want to ask me. But if you want the answer and you want the truth answer, I'm going to give it to you in the raw. Now, until I tell you, like I said, until I tell you I'm seclusively with you, you might not want to fool with me like that. Because I'm going to be like, no, that ain't what I said. Real quick. That ain't what I told you.
Just greedy. That's what it is. The more they get, the more they
everything.
Want. And then, you can't be, and as a woman, you don't want to be out here spraying your legs for everybody you meet. Just trying to get back with the dude or whatever. Just leave him alone. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But when you over that dude, you over his ass. And that's just it.
Facts.
No more Nikki, no
Facts.
Look, no more Nikki, no none of that. But I was just saying that to say that it doesn't matter what you have or what you look like. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. It don't even matter. They just do it. And and some of us, that think, you the best of the best, you still get cheated on too. It is what it is.
I don't want to say that everybody, every girl, every man, and every male and female is not cheaters. You have people that do stay in a relationship. No, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying it to the podcast. Like, we're not saying like everybody does this. I'm just saying the majority of the people that come to you, they're coming to you with a whole bunch of bullshit. It's very rare that you meet somebody who's just coming as they are and saying, this is it. This is who I am. This is how I get down. And that's that. You like me or you don't. It's when you come with all this extra stuff and you got to be trying to figure it out, where your head at, where your head space is. That's when it becomes like a game. And then you're telling somebody on the flip side, like, I ain't really doing, like, it's almost like they're saying, I meant you today and you're the only person in my world. No, you see what I'm saying? Okay, a guy comes and he meets you for the first time. He's like, oh, I don't got nobody. I ain't been doing this. I ain't been dating, but I'm single. Huh? That's how crazy that sounds.
Well, listen, I tell him I do what I want to do when I get ready. And that's just what it is. Until I'm with somebody that I have to like scale that back, then that's just what it is. And I don't have to explain myself to nobody.
To nobody. To no one.
I don't have to
And that's what
explain
I'm
myself
trying
to
to tell people,
nobody.
to nobody. When I say I'm committed, I'm committed. I ain't finna pick up the phone and call hey, I'm with somebody. It's, you'll know, because you ain't falling in line with me like that no way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to be
Mhm.
picking up trying to tell people what I'm doing, because I didn't lead you down to no road where you have to feel like we had something going on anyway. So that's what I don't do. I don't do the explaining
Yeah,
part.
I'm not doing that. Hi, Richard. But yeah, some people think that you just supposed to bringing up what I said to get back on topic. That's why I say don't start giving up everything that you know and everything that you love for a person, and then you find out this is a totally different person when you give up all that shit and you move in with them. They've been cheating, you just ain't never caught them. And it's
Mhm.
like then it's like a ripple effect. Then it's just start going, and you start finding out this, finding out that, whatever the case may be. Just keep doing what you're doing, and then when y'all together, just make it work. But don't go giving up nothing to be with anybody. Is all I'm saying. I think that's just the
Well,
craziest shit ever. But like, no, I wouldn't do that if I were you guys. No.
but we have came upon this lovely hour. I do want to tell you we have a great show coming up tomorrow with Lily Washington. I think everybody should chime in and hear this young lady's story. I'm going to post it up later. Please look at her link. It's going to be a different type show because I really want to have her. She's going to be a great guest on the show tomorrow. I want y'all to ask her as many questions as you can. Look her up. Her name is Lily Washington. Great being. Great.
L-I-L-I.
Lili Washington. Her movie on YouTube is called The Love Throughout. Very powerful story about her life and some of the stuff she went through. I've been following this girl for a long ass time on Facebook, so I kind of went through, watched her elevate to what she is now, and she's phenomenal. So I really hope y'all chime in tomorrow to hear her actual story. Please look at the video that's on YouTube. Just click the link that I put out there and just watch it's like a 5 or 10 minute snippet of a movie, and it kind of tells you what was going on. But it's going to be a good show with her tomorrow.
It's deep.
Yeah, it's deep. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe, as we always tell you. That's important. And tomorrow things may be a little different. Who knows what tomorrow is going to bring with this whether it's going to be Trump or Biden, this election going on, y'all. So it's a
Y'all
lot
be
of
careful
stuff.
out here too, because these people ready to start acting crazy. If this
Yeah.
man don't win, y'all be careful, especially black boys and black men. Like, just be careful, and the women too. Don't go out by yourself,
I've
because it's
seen
about to
stuff
get real
very,
serious.
very disturbing on Twitter. They're showing people beating up kids at their door, cops. I mean, it could be really ugly. But if you don't put yourself in a place, and I'm not saying, black people especially, don't go out here and just do some extra stuff that you ain't got nothing to do. I mean, don't just go out here and just start getting yourself in trouble. You don't go look for the trouble. Don't bring it to your neighborhood. If you're in your house, stay there. If you know it's ugly outside, don't go out there. Keep your children in the house if they're young. Just think. Somebody
Common
loot
sense,
don't
but
mean
you
you
don't
gotta go
want
loot
to
too.
be smart about it. Don't be walking around on eggshells, but just be smart and be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, because we're living in a different era now, and you just have to be cautious and watch everything around you, watch your kids or whatever, because these people have gotten really, really bold. I'm telling you, they're very, very bold. So with that being said, just always, you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. That's all I'm saying, and keep it that way. But
Just make sure you're paying attention to what's going on. It's a lot going on out here, and like I said, we want everybody to be safe.
Yeah,
Regardless of who wins, we want everybody to be safe. You can't.
period.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Period. If the man become president again tomorrow, he's just a president. Period. We may not like it, we may not love it, but it is what it is. You just know if you didn't play your part, don't say much.
That's around exactly.
Just don't say nothing, because you didn't play your part in it anyway, and let it be. So that's just my advice to the people that watch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Y'all just be careful.
Be
Just
careful.
be careful.
I need to let Vonda go lay down because she looked like she's not feeling very well, and I feel kind of worried about her. But this is Shirley Live and Be Love Bird. We love y'all, loving life, loving what we do. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all have been doing, and our page has been growing. The feedback we get is great, so thank y'all for that. We appreciate all the love and support we get, as we always say. And I'm just going to put up a picture really quick, just so y'all can get a glimpse of this girl's story, and I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to end this live.
This is a story, y'all. Yes, Karan.
So, you will see that tomorrow. It'll come up. We will be on 8, and we still want y'all to ask questions, especially if you have any. And she's very willing to answer.
She's an open book. Whatever you want to ask
Yeah.
her, she's willing to answer. So y'all can ask her whatever you want to ask her. But y'all, we gotta get out this live because she keep talking and I'm about to pass out.
She's about to fall out.
I love y'all.
Say loud and be lover, loving life and loving what we do. Till tomorrow.
We love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go.
Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal.
Shelly
Me don't want no
Line
fake love,
and
me only want the real deal.
Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on a dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.